So here's the deal. You got four kids. You got about 400,000. One of them, is going to be a jerk. You don't like him that much anyway. Okay. Could be blended family, a million circumstances, right? That's not the point. The point is that that one of the kids is likely to cause a ruckus, right? Just to be a jerk. So here's the deal. You got roughly 400,000. Now you think that's simple. You think all I do is sell the house. The person who wants to be a thorn in the side of the rest of the family has a lot of opportunity to do just that. Okay? That's unusual, but it does happen. And if you know that that's going to happen in your case, here's what you do. Is what we do. You say, well, I got about $400,000. All right, that's what I think my house is worth. Okay. So if divide by 4, each kid gets around $100,000. But getting from I've got a house worth 400,000 to each kid is happy with a check for 100,000, that's a journey. You don't want to go down that journey with this kid because they're going to question everything the trustee does, make it difficult for everybody, et cetera, et cetera. So how do we do this? Well, what we say is, here's what we do. We say, okay, we know that Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. You thought she was Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm, right? Thought she was so nice. Or Heidi, right? Whatever. You thought she was nice. She's not. All right, you know it. They know it, but nobody else knows it. So what you say is, Heidi, the one who is going to be a hard time, give you a hard time. You thought, oh, butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. Oh, really? Anyway, so what you say is she gets the lesser of, the smaller amount of 25% or $80,000, $80,000. I can make it 75 if you want, 75,000, whatever. Okay, you pick a number that's enough so that you've discharged your parental obligation. Maybe make it 50. You really don't like them, right? Make it 30. I don't care, right? An equal share would be around 100. So you pick a number that's you're confident will be less than an equal share. Are you with me on this? So you get 400,000 house, more or less, okay, or cash, whatever, right? And if you divide it equal, you figure each kid get 100,000. So you pick a number that's less than 100,000, say 70,000, 70,000. So Heidi, of the mountains gets 70,000. The lesser of 70,000 or 25%. So she looks at that and says, oh, I'm getting 25%. Well, okay, fine. You're getting 25%. Accept that. It's getting 70,000. If 70%, if $70,000 is less than 25%, then you get $70,000. And you think it's going to be. Here's the advantage to the trustee. Because now all the trustee has to do is write a check for 70,000 to the troublemaker. Okay? You give horrible Heidi 70,000 and you're done with her. You don't need to give her an accounting. You don't need to give her you don't need to disclose what the expenses were. You don't need to do any of that because she couldn't possibly have gotten more than 70,000. 70,000 was the maximum and she got it. Do you see? She got nothing to complain about. She can't go in and do her usual drama queen act, and all the rest of that stuff. And guys do the same thing, of course. But anyway, the point is, right, that you're making it easy for the trustee. So you die the next morning, the dust settles, okay, and your trustee goes in there and says, okay, what do I got to do? Who gets what? Well, I got this house. What's the house worth? Oh, we can sell it for, 400,000 easy. Oh, it's up to $600,000 for the house now. Or there's 600,000 in the bank account or whatever. Okay. How much does Heidi get? 70. The lesser of 1/4 or 70,000. So you write the check for 70,000 as the trustee. Heidi, horrible Heidi, has nothing to say. She got 100% of what she could have gotten. She can't complain about the expenses. She can't complain about the appraisal. She can't complain about the way the sale went. She can't complain about anything because she got 100% of the maximum she could have gotten. This lightens the load on the trustee and the rest of the family immensely. Are you with me on this? Now, you say, well, oh, wait a second. What if I only have 100,000 and horrible Heidi gets 70,000? Yeah, that would be a bad result. Well, I guess I never thought of that. So that's why we say the lesser of 70,000 or 25%. So if the estate shrinks down and there's only 100,000, right? Then Heidi gets her 25,000, right? Equal share. And then you just have to put up with it, right? Maybe she won't make a fuss. Please God, cross your fingers, right? Maybe she won't make a fuss, all right? But you have removed, in that case, if the thing shrinks down, right? That's why you're a member of the Red Wagon Club, right? That's why you pick up the phone. It's included, do that as a member of the club. Changes like that are included. So reduce it from 70,000 to 20,000. So it's still below that 25%. Or if you got 3 kids, 1/3, you know what I mean, or 50%, whatever it is. Okay. However many beneficiaries you have, you want them equal. So that's what you do. You give them the lesser of a dollar amount, which is set at less than what you expect the percentage share to be. Because when you give people a share, when you give them, well, when we were kids, right? My parents' trick was, if you had to split something with one of the other kids, it was one of the kids got to split it and the other one got first pick. Okay. Do you see how that? So if you're the one who's cutting the piece of cake or the whatever donut or whatever it was, right? You cut that, the other one got to pick. So you didn't give yourself, oh, I got the big half, right? It's like, no, I mean, you get an electron microscope, make sure they're exactly equal. Okay. All right. So kids get like, you want half, right? Well, what if you couldn't get more than a certain, 3 ounces of it? All right. That's the same idea. Okay. We fix an amount so that, which we expect to be less than an equal share. So all the successor trustee has to do is write the check. Okay. And then we're done with the pain in the butt. We don't need any preparation H, for butt pain. Anyway, that's the idea. So but you think, well, that's pretty obvious. You think you're a freaking genius for coming up with that one. Hey, nobody else has. Pat myself on the back for that one. But it has really, I tell you what, though, sometimes, and this happens sometimes too, sometimes the other kids kind of reconcile with the jerk, and the jerk is not going to be such a jerk. And the other kids I've seen this happen 2 or 3 times already that I know of. And what the other kids will do, because we make it impossible for the jerk to be a jerk, right? The other kids will chip in to bring them up to an equal share. We've seen that happen because the other kids love their sibling and all the rest of it. And yeah, they'd be a jerk if you gave them the opportunity, but now they don't have the opportunity. Okay, I'll take away the opportunity. And now they're all nicey nice. And then the other ones kick in, which is all voluntary. So it doesn't give any ability of the jerk to be a jerk. Does that make sense? See, you got to be thinking about this stuff, not just, oh, I got this take. You got to be going a little bit deeper into it. But when you do, looks great.